What's up, everyone? Welcome to the very first Basement Buddies podcast featuring your hosts, me, Kyle Conway.
And Gareth Campbell.
How are you doing today, Gareth?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
You're all right?
I'm doing just all right.
All right, that's it.
What are you, Matthew McConaughey?
All right. Or I'm a left-hand amputee.
Well, now I really want to cut your arm off because that joke was fucking good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Good start to what's going to be a great series.
It's gonna be so good.
It's going to be so good. I was just telling somebody today, I was like, we're so fucking funny that there's literally no way that this can be bad.
Yeah, Gareth, that was me.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, because, there's two ways that this can go.
Mm-hmm.
Either nobody watches it, except for Joshua Susley, big shout out, Manitoba guy.
Yeah, first fan. Haven't even recorded a podcast yet.
Immediately
First fan.
gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Or the other way that this can go is we do get views, but I think the first one is more likely. Okay?
Yes.
Now here's what I like about it is then we get to, like, say I'm at your wedding, obviously I'm either your best man or I'm marrying you.
Yeah. Well,
so,
Gareth, I don't know if you'd be best man. You can walk me up the aisle, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? But, and then I can, like, play some recorded audio I have of you of us talking about who knows.
Yeah, and then my, like, at that point, probably almost dying grandma will just be like,
Yeah.
just have no idea what's going on at all.
Who is up on the stand?
Yeah, but I'm, like, my mouth is closed, and she's hearing my voice, and it sends her into a frenzy.
Yeah.
And she kills half the wedding party.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, Gareth, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to turn out well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have one story for you that I mentioned to you, but it's just, in elementary school you do some dumbass shit.
Yeah.
And this is the only time I ever went to the principal's office in elementary school. Other than when I was sick and the vice principal let me lay in his office and, you play it up. You're like, I'm really sick. Can you give me a pillow?
Did he touch you? He's like, Gareth, come lay in my office.
Give me a gentle hug.
Come lay in my office so I can get laid, Gareth.
No,
and then
no,
you were
he
like,
gave
what?
me-
And he was like, come lay in my office.
No, I think he gave me soup.
Is that what he called it?
Yeah. That's what he called it. But,
Wow, breaking news.
I was, do you remember the urinals in River Heights?
I do. Urinal shaped.
Urinal shaped, but they were the tall ones that go straight to the floor.
That's the thing, though, Gareth, is that they might not... I haven't been there since, but
That's
they
true.
might not have been that tall. You were just short.
But they did go all the way to the floor, and the thing is
Yes.
you can walk, because, you start your piss, and you just start walking back.
Yeah.
And you see how far it can go, and eventually you've pissed all over the entire floor.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But I went into the bathroom in kindergarten. I went to go to the bathroom, obviously, and,
You didn't own a vape yet, so...
no.
There's
No,
no jewel room
No,
in
and-
elementary school.
Exactly. So I go to the bathroom, and there's these, what to me at the time are big kids in the bathroom.
Right.
And they, when you wet your hands and you kind of just flick them at your buddies.
Yeah.
And I took it a step further, where I just filled my hands with water, thinking I'm cool.
Yeah.
And just fucking started hucking water all over the place.
At random people you did not know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're...
But that wasn't the issue.
Oh.
That's not what I got. I got in trouble because I made the bathroom a mess.
It's just water, though. It'll
Yeah.
dry.
I know, but
At least
like
it wasn't piss like all the other times you were
exactly.
there. Is that what you tried to tell them?
No. I was devastated. I was crying. I'd never gotten in trouble at school before because I'm 6. And
Right.
Essentially an all-star student. Yeah,
You were in the grade 1-2 split. I
That's
remember
true.
that.
That's
Remember
true.
that. It was you're kind of a genius.
Yeah, I know. I had Miss Verhas, and I remember we would do the minute math, and I was like, "Fuck, I'll do it in 20 seconds. I don't give a shit."
Oh.
You know?
Gareth, you did minute math in 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, guess how many of them I did in 20 seconds?
Oh, it was more than one.
Well, one, but guess how many I did in a minute?
Gareth, can you handle this one? It's just the math is.
It's
too hard.
3, everybody. It's
Okay.
3.
Okay. Right.
Do you have any dumb stuff you did in elementary school that you'd like to share?
See, the thing is that I got sent to the principal's office in kindergarten, Gareth. Our school had as you remember, a 0 tolerance snowball fight policy. No snow could be thrown.
Hell no.
And, plenty of kids around me were getting in trouble for throwing it at each other. And I don't know if, just me being a little rebel, I was like, I'm gonna push the boundaries. I'm gonna bend the rules.
Yes.
Kind of slide between the lines there.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up a piece of snow, formed it into a beautiful little snowball, and right in front of one of the outside teachers, I just hucked it at the wall as hard as I could. And got sent to the principal's office because apparently it's not a no snowball fight. It's just you can't throw snow at all.
No.
Even though I didn't throw it at anyone. Just the wall.
And how much shit did you get in for that?
At the time, it felt like I was at the Nuremberg trials.
Yeah.
And I was about to be...
You're a war criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, they probably didn't care at all.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I kind of think that when you're little, it's just scare tactics completely.
Yes.
Like they're just like, let's freak this kid out, and then, but you know what? With the snowball thing, later, about 3 years later, if I'm correct, we had a snowball incident in our friend group. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, we won't name the name of the kid that
disfiguration
on
the child's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and now still.
Yeah. Well, and that was insane. So for the people that don't know us out there, which is none of you.
Yeah. What's up, Josh, again?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Our one friend got hit. So we would have these snowball fights, right? And the one kid had a hunk of ice in the snowball.
Not
correct?
snow.
Not snow.
No.
Just ice.
And it wasn't an ice ball fight.
No,
if I remember
no.
correctly. Yeah, right.
Oh, God forbid. And
he does do that. He does forbid.
yeah,
that.
and just completely nailed him above the eyebrow, split open, has a scar to this day.
Looked like Harry Potter, but without all the spells.
Looked like Harry Potter, yeah, but definitely had the glasses. Harry Potter, but better at trampoline backflips. Does that sound about accurate to you?
That sounds like him. Yeah.
That sounds like him.
Yeah. Gareth, I completely forgot about this until you mentioned getting in trouble in elementary school. Let me see if this just jogs your memory a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you remember a game called Sex Ball?
No, honestly. Yeah.
Were you not involved in this?
I don't know.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't want to name any names because some of the people involved have scholarships and are involved in sports at the college level, and I don't want to get them in trouble.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about then.
No, probably not. But one of those children, one of our childhood friends,
Yeah.
one of your childhood friends,
One of my best friends?
Gareth, I just don't want to give away too much.
Okay, fair enough.
He created this game. Now, keep in mind, we didn't know what sex was.
No.
We just knew it was a word to describe an interaction between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Most of us assumed kissing.
Yeah, well,
Or
sex ball, that's...
maybe even holding hands.
It's witty. It's a witty name. Like, kids
It's
out there...
not that strong.
No, it's witty when you're, 8, though, right?
Yeah, this probably
It's
would have been grade 3.
ahead of his curve,
Yeah. And so what you would do is the playground, we would stand on either sides of the playground, and we had a hacky sack type ball. And you would yell the name of a girl that you had a crush on, and then throw the sex ball.
Kyle's mom!
Oh, yeah. And if the person, caught it, then you got to have sex with that person. Not really. We would never ever.
No.
But-
Obviously.
And to this day, I never. I don't know how we ever got caught for it, but it was big.
Oh,
big
really?
thing.
You got in trouble for that?
Yeah, we got sent to the office.
How many kids do you think this was?
Probably 4 or 5 of us.
Man.
Now I wasn't. I only played the game a couple times. I only knew about it, so I was dragged in as an informant. I didn't flip. I'm not a rat.
That's good.
But the mastermind behind it. Yeah, I think he got in a lot of trouble. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
He's kind of a shit disturber, hey?
Well, do you remember the
Historically.
the classic? Speaking of elementary school again, and
Yeah.
this child.
Yeah.
He convinced like a half of our grade that shoes in Scottish which
yes!
isn't a language,
No, meant boobs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
Oh, it's a classic.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure there's like a Scottish language you go back far enough, but I don't think that this kid's out there like, Pop, I put on me shoes.
Well, you wouldn't be saying that because they're not.
Well, no, but it's a, double entendre.
So he's putting on his boobs, is what you're saying?
Kyle,
he
kids
just
say
called out
stupid
to his
things.
dad.
I didn't say it.
Well, yeah, but if you're
No.
if you're gonna do a
He said
bad
it.
Scottish accent, listen, Gareth. I'm just confused.
No, well, that's okay.
I mean, as confused as I was when I thought that shoes meant boobs in Scottish.
Well, you don't think you just kind of accepted it and ran with it back then?
Oh, well, yeah, but it
Totally.
was just like, whoa. Like, it blew my...
Well, it was a
my little
revelation.
brain, yeah. Now, thinking back on it now, I'm pretty sure that his father, it was just more of a joke, like, check out that girl's shoes, and you're... But...
And father and son are both kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a nationwide Scottish thing. Like, you don't learn that in school. It's not like, and these are your shoes in the health class or whatever.
Yeah.
Because then what would you call a bra? Socks?
No, that doesn't make any sense because they're on the inside of a shoe. You'd call it a shirt, really.
But then what do you call a shirt?
Oh my god.
See what I'm saying? The socks just makes the most
It's
sense.
in too deep. No, because if the socks are inside, then it'd really just be the muscle tissue.
Well, that's why the boobs should be called socks and the bra should be called shoes.
Exactly.
But I
That
didn't
makes
make
way more
I didn't
sense.
make it the Scottish language.
No,
No one did.
yeah, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories that just like came to you since we've been talking about this. In the similar vein of my other story, where I'm just pretty much trying to impress the big kids.
Right.
Because you walk in from the playground, and you got rocks in your shoes, right?
Yeah.
So you're out there, you're running around.
There's rocks.
There's rocks.
You are wearing shoes.
Exactly. The rocks get in the shoes because you were running around.
It's inevitable.
You go inside into what's called the mud room.
Not a lot of mud in there though.
No. But you know what there is a lot of?
Rocks.
Yes, that I dumped out of my shoes. And because, normally you just dump out your few rocks. Okay, you go on with your day. And you know what I thought would be funny?
What?
Just take my shoes, fill them up to the fucking brim
With rocks.
with rocks.
Right.
And then just walk in and all over the floor.
Right.
And yeah, they made me, I was in second grade when I did that, and they made me clean up every last rock. It was awful. And it's embarrassing. They're like, because like, kids are walking by and they're like, did you see that stupid kid with all the rocks?
Yeah, but if they would have walked by when you were doing it, they would have thought it was funny.
Yeah.
It's just unlucky.
Kyle,
I'm
hope
sure
so.
the few
I hope
kids
they
who
thought it
saw
was
it-
funny. I hope they thought it was funny.
Honestly,
because
Gareth,
looking back-
right now, that sounds funny. Even to me. If I was an adult and I watched you do that, I would...
Yeah, you'd be like...
I'd snicker.
That's pretty funny. Clean it up. Good
Yeah,
work, kid.
and I'd smack you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd smack you down.
Yeah.
Like you do.
I remember... Do you remember our principal?
Which one?
Well,
The
I don't want to
lady?
say... The man.
The man.
The
yeah,
man.
I remember that.
I think we had him from like grade 1 to 5.
Yeah.
And
No, he was there till grade 6.
Till grade 6?
Yeah.
I think it was in grade 3 we were in the library because, you'd have to go there to use the computers.
There's lots of books there.
Yeah, and I was doing a project with, I want to say, I guess I won't say her name, but I like swore.
Oh.
Right? So I was like, fuck this project. Mm-hmm. And he was like, do you know what you just said? You absolute buffoon. Do you know what the words you're saying mean, man?
You little monkey boy. You little ape.
Yeah. You absolute chimp.
Yeah, you orangutan.
You bonobo.
You little monkey.
And he didn't like it.
No.
And
did you know what it meant?
Oh, fuck, of course. Like we're so ahead of the game, I think, when it comes to swearing.
It's because me and Ethan had older older
and I'm
siblings.
the oldest, so
yeah.
I just got it from you guys.
Yeah.
But no. And clearly it did not deter me literally at all. Like
no,
not it probably made it worse. I was like, grown-ups don't like this. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it up.
Yeah. Wow. So it just had the opposite effect on you.
I think so. Okay. I think so.
Okay, Mr. Principal.
Yeah. You want to play hardball, hey?
Yeah. I'll play fucking hardball.
I will fucking play it.
Yeah.
Step up to the tee, Mr. Fuckhead.
Well, if you're throwing in the hardball, he doesn't need a tee. Right. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe not the way you play. Okay?
Speaking of the F word when you're very young, I have a story for you.
Okay.
I was probably about 4 or 5 when this happened.
Young buck.
A young buck, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gotten a Thomas the Tank Engine train set, one that moves on the track with like batteries and stuff.
Yeah. Was it one of the ones that go both ways?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, it was badass.
Okay.
When it started working. But originally, when the first time we were trying to set it up, it didn't work. And now my dad, you know, he's an oil man. So he'd been gone for about a month. Walks in the door. We're trying to set this up, me and my mom. And he walks in and he goes, "Nice train set." And I said, "Thanks. It's fucked." And he goes, "It's what?" I'm like, "Thing's fucked. Doesn't work." And he started laughing, and my mom got mad at me. And little did both of them know, like, I didn't just pick up that word and how to use it properly out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Some people are dropping fuck bombs.
Yeah. Little Kyle's like a sponge. That kid just sucks up information, man.
Yeah, that's not the only thing I'm sucking up.
Yeah.
Nutrients.
Nutrients,
from the soil.
obviously, from the soil. You're kind of like a plant. Do you remember the sex names for plants, by chance? Like the female and male parts? Because I don't.
There's something called a pistil.
Yes.
But it's pistal.
Yes.
That's actually the only one I remember.
Is that the penis, essentially? That's like the male organ?
Gareth, you're asking me. I just told you that's the only one I remember.
Doesn't it piss you off how, like, it's like your
I'm
whole
the one
life...
who took bio, too.
Well, exactly, but your whole life in school, it's like, all they give a shit about is photosynthesis.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Like, I'm in Chem 30, and they're like, literally on the final exam, remember, there's a photosynthesis question. It blows my mind.
I know. I just...
Like, clearly it's not that fucking important, because I have a cactus that I have had in my room with my blinds closed for, I shit you not, like 4 months. And I get that it's a cactus, but dog, these things are supposed to be in the desert where there's sun. Yeah. Okay, and it's in my farty, dark room.
And you're not feeding it. You told me you
No, I'm not feeding it. I've spilled the dirt out of it, and the dirt literally just crumbles because I'll like accidentally knock it over.
So it's close to a desert.
Yeah, without the light.
Well, maybe it'd be like if it was in the desert, but just under a tree.
I guess so. Do cacti grow under trees? Think about is there even a tree in the desert?
Cacti don't give a shit about anything.
No. Do you remember when did you have a bite of that cactus when we were canoeing?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there. Well, let me tell you.
I didn't make the trek.
So Kaysen...
You were...
He took his... He had my dad's life jacket, which had a knife in it, right? So he takes the knife out. Yeah, obviously. And we went to this island, of which my father told me they used to have a horsehair dance floor on. I don't know.
A horsehair dance floor?
Yeah, a dance floor made of horsehair. I don't know, Kyle. I don't...
That's honestly a very catchy name. Horsehair Dance Floor.
Horsehair. Yeah.
No, the other way around.
Horsehair.
Dance floor. See,
That
it's
is
just
pretty good.
it's good. I honestly, Play Our Cards Right, the podcast might be named Horsehair Dance Floor by the
Yeah.
second episode.
I hope that that's not a real song because we'll get copyrighted.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But so we were trekking around this island, you know,
Yes.
and there's a prickly pear, obviously. In case
That
you know,
pear's
cuts
an
it up,
asshole.
and he was saying before that he had eaten
What a
them before
prick.
and they tasted like potatoes.
And so he was like, I'll eat more raw potato.
Yeah, so we cut it up, right, and we're like eating it, and it was kind of like an aloe plant where it's like because it was so sticky, it was super sticky, but it tasted like kind of cucumber like almost. But he said when they're more ripe, they'll taste like potatoes. You know what else we found?
Is
That's
Kason
real?
just a prickly pear expert, or what the fuck?
It's in his blood, man. He's a botanist. He's walking around in the wild. Like I guess I can eat this. I don't know. But you know what else we did find?
Dangerous game.
We found asparagus.
Wild asparagus.
Wild asparagus. That was real. And we ate it.
I would hope it wasn't fake.
Well, I know it was real because my piss stunk.
Yeah.
Stunk.
Yeah.
I took it home.
We're already in the
'cause
bathroom.
we were in the canoe.
bathroom
we were-
section of this podcast.
Yeah, we were in the canoe, going back, and we saw a boat coming upriver, and me and Kason had harvested so much asparagus, and we were like, I think that it's, like a patrol or something, and me and Kason like hid the asparagus like under our seats.
I don't think it's
I hope that they
illegal.
don't raid our asparagus, because I think it. Well, let's hope it's not because I'm putting this out on the internet.
Listen up, fish and wildlife experts.
Is taking like 4 stalks of asparagus from a small island in the SSR illegal?
No, that's my guess.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
probably
right
not.
now, no.
I hope not. Anyways, it was it was just like normal people like going boating, but then I took it home.
Did you already? Did they go past and you already had your hands up in surrender?
Hmm?
They were like, take us.
I was swimming to the land.
Oh, you jumped out of the canoe.
I was afraid.
Naked?
I mean, I was naked before. It's yeah.
Right.
Kyle, it's summer. What do you think I'm out here wearing clothes?
That's true.
Yeah.
So, you were talking about how rank your piss was.
Yes.
With that asparagus.
Yeah.
There's something that we've got to talk about.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal. We'd love the viewers to weigh in on this too.
Yes, please.
Talking to you, Josh, let us know how you feel about this.
Yeah.
And anyone else. But one of our friends, I almost want to say associates because I don't
Yeah.
want to be that closely related to him anymore.
No, not after this. God, no.
But he's got a problem.
Yep.
He's got a big, big problem. Now, it's probably about 2 weeks ago, I raised to our group of friends the Great Wipe debate of forwards or backwards.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a backwards man. I go from balls to crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
As I would say that's how most people do it.
Yeah.
Now, not only is Kason a crack to balls wiper,
Yeah.
he's
He's the one wipe god.
the one wipe something.
Yeah.
We're just gonna come out and say it. He only wipes his ass once.
As you could tell.
Now he tells us that he wipes once, gets the shit off, then does a safety wipe, and there's never ever anything
of
on
shit.
the second wipe.
And let me tell you, I knew you were gonna bring this up. And so do you know
I'm passionate.
Do you know what I did? Right before I came here, I took a shit
Okay.
and I counted. I fucking counted how many wipes it took. And let me tell you how solid it was, Kyle. There's no
It was like the cactus
way.
dirt.
Dude, it was so it was like it was a perfect one where it's like this isn't a big
Should be a
mess.
ghost wipe.
Yeah, it should be. If you guys don't know what the ghost wipe, it's when you you think you're like that should have been nasty, and you go to wipe, and nothing is completely clean.
Yeah.
Like it was never even there.
Like a phantom.
The phantom poop is something else. The phantom poop
is when your poop just disappears.
Yeah, you take a massive shit and it's
just
like,
through
where did it
physics
go?
alone, it slides its way down the hole of the bowl.
Or so we think. We've never seen it happen.
Could be a poop ghost.
Yeah.
Could be a poop ghost. That's fair. Anyways, back to what's important, Gareth.
Well, I did. It took me 4 wipes and then a 5th for a
safety check.
Yes, yeah. And I think honestly I could have probably done it in 3.
Right.
But like that's 3 minimum.
Yeah, you were going for the average.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. He's so cocky about it. He's so confident.
He is. He thinks he acts like we're the crazy ones, right?
Yeah. The weirdest part about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we questioned him about it vigorously. And we said, even when it's a diarrhea poop, and he said, yes, only 1 wipe. He
will come on here eventually insane to rebuke this. But until then, it's me and Kyle are the authorities on this issue.
Let alone shake his hands. People are out here worried about the coronavirus. I'm worried about shaking Kayson's hands.
I am too. Shaking hands, Kyle. The same room.
Oh,
I'm almost disturbed.
I would hate to have to do his laundry because I'm sure his underwear
skids to the max, Kyle.
I'm pretty sure he only wears brown underwear, and they didn't start out that way. Let's just say that.
God no.
Because it's just insane.
Yeah.
It's just, and to lie to your friends like that, like to lie to my face and tell me it only takes 1 wipe. Listen. Well, we're all adults here. We've all shit. Yeah, we've all wiped our ass.
I've done it a couple times.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
I've been around that track.
Mm.
And I'll tell you, I've had 1 wipe shits.
But norm,
every time,
not.
Every time he swears by it. Every time
he says that obviously he's had a few that aren't. I'll give him that. I don't want to misrepresent him here. But it really is.
But those are outliers, is what he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying that what we do, a normal like more than 2 or 3 wipes shit, is completely almost out of the realm of possibility now, for the normal wiper.
Now, Gareth, let me tell you, when we were in Montreal, we were eating trash like poutine all the time. Day. Do you know what happens when all you eat is cheese, potatoes, and gravy for like a week?
It builds up, man.
Poop central.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to tell me that after 1 week in Montreal, and all the alcohol, you're telling me that those were all 1 wipes?
Not a chance.
It's just, I mean, he's not going to go anywhere in life if he's just going to lie to people's faces.
No. Absolutely not.
It's disgusting.
It's just so unbelievable. Like, I can't even fathom. It's
just a flagrant middle finger to... Now
flagrant? It's fucking like
to
fragrant,
society.
Dog. That shit stinks.
It is a fragrant middle finger.
Yeah.
No, you're right. But to society, it's like we've built... Like, it started with...
It's like you want to use our roads. You want to use... our streetlights. You want to use our hospitals, but now you want to use
the decency to wipe more than once.
Yeah, and you use our plumbing, but barely.
Yeah, barely.
You barely even give it the fucking light of day.
Now, if I'm correct, humans discovered fire, and then the first thing they did after that was discover toilet paper.
Yeah,
because they were like,
yes, they did.
These are
yes, they
what's
did.
coming out in the back there is pretty gross. That's what separates us from the apes, Gareth, is toilet paper.
Well, see, people are always talking about Adam and Eve. They ate that apple. Well, they ripped a leaf off that tree to fucking clean up.
Yeah, to cover the dongle.
No, to wipe their ass.
Well, both. Leaves are very versatile.
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying, it's the beginning of history, man. Look it up in the Bible. I believe it's like Genesis 1:1. Adam had a poopy bum. He took the leaf off the tree. All good.
Yeah, Leviticus 2:33. And for those who had not wiped, God said, gross.
And then
I mean,
that's what Easter's about. Did you know that?
yeah, the second wipe.
Yeah.
It's the second coming of Christ, but it's really, we all know now, looking back on it, it's about,
Well, it's metaphorical.
yeah, you wipe, you think the shit is clean, apparently. Like, you think your asshole's clean after one wipe, boom, shows up again on the second wipe, just like Jesus.
Well, that's like they thought that they thought that their sins were clear, their problems were over, and then he comes back, he's like, bruh moment.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back. The old JC.
Man, JC's a beast, honestly.
I mean, what's he done for me lately? You know, we haven't seen him in how many years?
You'd think he'd show up every once in a while.
You'd think. Because we have people like Case and Helmley living on this planet, wiping once.
Yeah, where is JC when we need him?
Yeah.
You know?
I've thought about bringing this to the Pope so that he can set out
You're old enough now that it's safe anyways.
what's safe.
Well, going to the Catholic Church.
Oh, yeah, well, if I... Don't even get me started.
Well, you got a baby face, so it's a little dangerous for you, but...
I think I can take on an old man at this point in my life.
Yeah, I
though.
hope so.
Yeah, you do hope so. But I would like him to, whatever the Pope equivalent of like a royal decree is, that if you only wipe once, you're a scumbag and you're going straight to hell.
Yeah.
There's no, like, you know when you go in the little box at church?
The confession...
Yeah, and you confess to your sins.
Yeah.
Even there, like usually you're like, oh, I did whatever, and they're like, oh, say 3 Hail Marys. It's like, oh, I only wiped once. And you get excommunicated.
Yeah.
On the spot.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I'm with you there. Please let us know what you guys think about this.
Yeah. First ever episode. I think we're coming to a close here.
Yeah.
Is
I'd agree.
what I'm feeling.
I'd agree.
We went a little long, but I'm very... It's a topic that's so close to my heart.
It's important to us.
Yeah.
In the future we will have guests probably. We will at some point have Mason Mayer, who is, as Kyle described, a walking conversation factory.
Yeah.
And I think he's much more.
Yeah. He's more productive than the Chinese.
Yeah, and less sick.
Ooh, a lot less sick.
A lot less sick.
A lot less sick. Well, sick in the head, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit, but that who's not, you know. And at some point we will have our favorite viewer, Joshua Sulsley, on the podcast for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
We miss you. Thanks for listening to the first ever Basement Buddies podcast.
And that's all.
That's all.